What's going on, gamers? DBMgamer here, and what I want to talk about today is Watch Dogs. That's what you're watching on the screen right now. This is footage from the trailer. This is the official, unofficial PlayStation 4 trailer. To me, it looks a little bit better than what they may be able to pull off on PlayStation 4. And you're thinking to yourself, maybe, hey, PlayStation 4 is a really powerful gamer. What are you talking about? I know it can pull this stuff off. Well, that's what I wanted to cover today. Right now, as it stands, there's a review embargo on Ubisoft's Watch Dogs. They're not allowing really anybody to release any early reviews of this thing until it launches the day of, which is May 27th up here, this Tuesday after next. Well, one guy managed to get his hands on a copy of it and did his own little review of it. And wasn't too pleased. He did his version on the Xbox One, and I've even got footage of his review. He also did a video review of it, and I've also got a link to his site, and I'll put all that directly in the video. But his review was not so flattering of it. So Ubisoft, not really happy about it. Fire back at, well, not so much to this particular guy, but I guess everybody that reviews videos in advance of when they want them reviewed. On their official Twitter account, they spit out hackers have attempted to infiltrate our systems and post false reviews of Watch Dogs. All valid reviews will emerge at release on May 27th. Now, that to me brings up a couple of points. One of them being Ubisoft doesn't want this game reviewed until the day it launches. That normally is a cause for concern. This game has already been delayed one time, possibly for quality control. Maybe they didn't want to have a Battlefield 4 type disaster. Maybe it wasn't up to snuff. It's hard to say why they would delay the game, but I mean, you could only think it's going to improve the quality of the game. The other possible reason is maybe they have problems to it. Maybe they just wanted to add more features to it. I mean, there's kind of you don't know what the reason is for the delay, and they're never probably going to get that out of them. Now, the other thing of concern is the fact that they consider no independent review a valid review. Now, that's a little scary, being it's a AAA title. I don't know. What do I mean by that is it's pretty much a fairly common practice that a developer, or a publisher I should say, is going to dump a fair amount of money into a title. Say they dump $100 million in the development cost, all right, and then they'll dump maybe another 50 to 60 in advertising and manufacturing. So they're going to want to get as much as they can out of their investment back. I'm not sure what the budget is on Watch Dogs, but I'm sure it's fairly high, being it's been sitting on the hype train for quite a long time now. So you can pretty much bet that on sites like IGN or Kotaku, GameSpot, they're going to give reviews. Now, the big question is can you trust those reviews? Well, I'm going to tell you from the footage that I've seen, it doesn't look quite as good as the footage you're looking at right now. Seems like it's a little bit lacking in shading. The effects are there. The rain water effects look awesome. Really comparable to what you saw in Infamous if you played that game. So graphically, it's just kind of a wash. I think what we're looking at here is actually footage from a PC version, and they're just kind of passing it off as possibly a PlayStation 4 version. There's no way for us to know that. So the only thing you do is go on review sites and check out what they say. This particular guy that Ubisoft seems to be blasting, in his own personal opinion or his summary, Watch Dogs is a great game. It has a lot to do with in the single player, but the multiplayer is painfully repetitive and not fun. So he's kind of slamming the multiplayer. Says the game stands on its own is great. The single player free roam was pretty good, but he says one that's outshined by Grand Theft Auto 5. And this Grand Theft Auto 5 comparison, it's kind of hard to. I mean, that's a top-notch title, so it's kind of hard to compete with. But to be mentioning it in that same league, I don't think it's a bad thing, considering it's Watch Dogs' first time out as a franchise. But just check the links and tell me what you think in the comments, guys. But I'm out of here. As always, have a good one.